Hey there, amazing parents and future parents. Welcome back to the channel where we talk all things parenting, baby care, and raising emotionally strong and happy kids. Today's video is one every parent needs to watch, because we're diving deep into different parenting styles and their effects on a child's life. Understanding your own parenting style, and how it shapes your child's behavior and development, can literally transform your parenting journey for the better. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore this important topic together. When it comes to parenting, there's no single manual or one-size-fits-all approach. Every family is different, and every child is unique. But over the years, psychologists and parenting experts have identified a few broad categories of parenting styles. These styles reflect the way parents interact with their children, set boundaries, express affection, and handle discipline. And while you may not fit neatly into one category, understanding these styles can help you see where you stand, and how that might be impacting your child's growth. One of the most talked about parenting styles is what's called authoritative parenting. This style combines warmth and responsiveness with clear expectations and boundaries. Parents who lean toward this approach are loving and supportive, but also hold their children accountable in a respectful way. Kids raised in such environments tend to be confident, self-disciplined, and socially competent. They feel safe knowing their parents are there to guide them, but also free to express themselves and learn through experience. Now, contrast that with the authoritarian style, which is a bit stricter and more controlling. Think of it as my way or the highway parenting. While these parents may genuinely care for their kids, they tend to enforce rules rigidly and expect obedience without much dialogue or explanation. Children raised in this environment often learn discipline, but they might also struggle with anxiety, low self-esteem, or trouble thinking independently. They may follow rules well but have a harder time making confident choices on their own. Then there's the permissive parenting style. These are the cool parents who are often very warm, nurturing, and indulgent, but who set few rules or expectations. They tend to avoid confrontation and may give in easily to a child's demands. While this can feel loving in the short term, kids raised in permissive households sometimes struggle with self-control and respecting boundaries. They might find it difficult to navigate situations where rules and structure are necessary, like in school, social groups, or later on in the workplace. Another type is the neglectful or uninvolved style, where parents may be emotionally distant or inconsistent. Sometimes this happens because the parent is overwhelmed with their own struggles, such as mental health, work stress, or financial hardship. In other cases, it might be due to a lack of knowledge or emotional connection. Whatever the reason, children raised in this type of environment often experience confusion, a lack of emotional security, and may struggle with attachment, trust, and emotional regulation. There's also growing awareness of gentle parenting, which is gaining popularity today. This approach emphasizes empathy, respect, and understanding over punishment or force. Gentle parents aim to connect emotionally with their children and guide behavior through positive reinforcement and clear communication. While it can be incredibly nurturing and respectful, it also requires patience, consistency, and a lot of emotional regulation from the parent themselves. When done right, it can lead to children who are emotionally intelligent and deeply connected to their caregivers. What's important to realize is that no style is about being perfect, and most parents don't fit 100% into just one category. Many parents might start out with one style and adjust over time based on their experiences, their child's personality, or even life circumstances. The goal isn't to label yourself but to reflect on your approach and how it's influencing your child's development. Children are constantly learning from their environment, and their parents are their first and most influential teachers. If your parenting style emphasizes open communication, emotional warmth, and appropriate boundaries, your child is more likely to grow up with a strong sense of security and confidence. On the other hand, if they consistently experience harshness, unpredictability, or lack of support, it can shape their self-worth, how they relate to others, and even how they parent their own children in the future. Another layer to this is how different parenting styles affect a child's ability to manage stress, build relationships, and handle failure. For instance, children who are allowed to make mistakes and learn from them in a safe and supportive environment tend to be more resilient and adaptable. Those who are constantly criticized or micromanaged may become anxious or overly dependent on others for validation. Culture also plays a significant role. In some cultures, authoritarian parenting is the norm and seen as a sign of love and responsibility. In others, more democratic or child-led approaches are favored. The key is to find a balance that respects your values while also supporting your child's emotional and psychological growth. So, how do you become more aware of your style? Start by observing your reactions. When your child makes a mistake, do you immediately raise your voice, or do you take a moment to understand what happened? Do you involve them in decisions when appropriate, or do you make all the rules without discussion? Do you listen when they talk, or brush off their emotions as overreactions? Small changes in how we respond can make a big difference. It might mean setting clearer boundaries, or it could mean showing more empathy during emotional moments. It might be as simple as saying, "I hear you," or "Let's talk about what happened." Children don't need perfect parents, they need present, aware, and evolving ones. Parenting is one of the hardest and most rewarding roles in the world. It's full of trial and error, learning, and growing, both for you and your child. Being intentional about your parenting style doesn't mean getting it right all the time. It means being open to learning, willing to change, and always striving to do what's best for your child. And that brings us to the end of today's discussion. I hope this video helped you reflect on your own parenting style and how it shapes your child's life. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Let's keep learning and growing together as parents. Until next time, take care and keep nurturing with love and intention.